Well, this weekend, it's going to be important to have the right mental focus. It's going to be a combination of being relaxed and loose and having fun with not a whole lot to lose, but then at the same time being able to have a little bit of motivation and some seriousness and some competitiveness going into the game too. So it's going to be a key to try to balance those two things out and try to have a competitive spirit but also play loose and relaxed. But you don't want to go into these games like this with a really good, tough physical opponent and just play around with them because that's not going to work. But it's going to be super important for us to stop their quarterback in their running game. They've got a good running back group and they've got a good quarterback. They're a running team. They're physical, and that's tough for us because we're undersized and that's caused us some problems before. So that's going to be huge to stop their running game. And then offensively, we've been having really good success throwing the football, and it all starts with protection. And we've got a good group of receivers and a good quarterback. We're matched up against a really strong defensive line, so we could run into some problems if their defensive line is beating us up front. So it's going to be super important for us to have some time to throw, and if we're able to get some time to throw the football, then I think we'll be able to put up some points. So I think that's the key to the game. You know, a couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, this team was kind of on its knees, and there was talk about, you know, not having a team, and things were pretty bleak. So, you know, as I said before, we've got a guaranteed spot in the playoffs now, and we're in a situation going into this regular season game, this final regular season game, where we can determine a pretty big deal, and that's to beat these guys and then receive home field advantage in a number 2 seed, which would be amazing. And I think just having that possibility is a little bit of motivation for us to go out and give a little bit of an extra effort. So it's a little bit confusing, all the things that could happen, and a lot depends on what we do, but also what the other 2 teams do that are playing this weekend. So we're not worried too much about that, but more focused on, you know, putting together a good effort this weekend. We've already reached a lot of our goals for the season, and from this point forward, like I've told our guys before, this is just a big bonus. Anything that happens this far out, if we're able to win a couple more games now, it's just going to be a hugely satisfying deal. So we'll go into the game with a pretty good approach, I think, and I think there's still quite a bit of competitiveness left in our guys, and we'll be ready to go out and have some fun and play pretty hard. It's going to be a big challenge because the last time that we beat these guys, we beat them here at our place, and it was a pretty big upset that nobody expected to have happen. And for sure, Carlstad's going to be ready to play, and they're coming off a loss, and they've got a lot at stake. And for them to lose to us at their place would be a pretty big deal. So definitely we'll be facing a team that's going to be prepared and focused and fired up to play us. And it's always tough to make a long trip there and play a good football team in Carlstad. So it's going to be a tough game. It's not going to be easy, but I think we have a little bit of confidence that we can compete with anybody. So it should be interesting. At least we hope to make it interesting. I'd rather not say. I think, you know, if you look at one or the other team, it's Carlstad or Tiersol, and I think the easy answer would be that I'd prefer to play at home, and that means we'd have to win this weekend and play at home. That would be the best thing. There's definitely, you know, pluses and minuses to playing each team, and you match up differently with each of the other teams, but to play at home would be a definite benefit. So that would mean that we'd play Carlstad, but home field advantage would be really nice to have.